What's up, everybody? Christian here from the DeFi After Party. I got AJ on the line. AJ, you're muted. You might want to unmute real quick, or maybe you know. Say hi to everybody. We're going to talk about Honor versus Madness today.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for the heads up. Sorry, I always forget what button I'm pressing. So yeah, I'm AJ Brockman. Happy to be here, bro. Long-term friend of the channel. And yeah, honorvs Madness. We have a game, brother, and I can't wait to tell you all about it.
Okay, so we did a little interview. Well, it was actually kind of a long interview, and we did talk about Honor versus Madness. But in today's video, what I want to talk about is where give us like the short story of like how this came to be, because I think the story is important, you know, before it, before it it's important to get it out into the crypto space, because this game is not just a crypto game, it's also a web 2 game. So I think like the story is going to develop more of like what why the crypto people are going to want to be involved with it.
Yeah, bro, absolutely. I think the backstory is really powerful. So, not to go too far back, but I've been in crypto now for 10 plus years. And one of the very first games I got involved with back in 2018 was a game called Splinterlands. And they're still around today. Um, Honestly, they're probably one of the OGs and the best when it comes to actual on-chain gaming. Every single transaction in their game is done on chain. And that's amazing. I mean, no other protocol has been able to do that as successfully as they have. But I back in 2018, I turned about $10,000 into over $1 million worth of assets in the game. So I've always been a big fan of GameFi. I've always been a gamer, even outside of crypto. But I think when crypto and gaming come together in the right way, it's extremely powerful. So, that being said, a lot of Web3 gaming has been done the wrong way, and, we see that in games like, Axie Infinity, or a lot of these what we call play to earn games, where, you're literally, earning money, from the game, but the game is not that fun, and it's very inflationary. So, getting these rewards, at some point, the music stops. There's no more money to be given out, and because the game is not fun, people don't play it anymore. And that has been the lifespan of games in Web3 that we've seen over and over and over. So we're flipping the script and we're building a real game that's actually fun to play. Um, first. And obviously, it sells all the benefits of Web3 with ownership, but you're not getting inflationary assets and no sustainability with the in-game economy. So that's kind of a really high-level overview. Again, we hired a real development team that's worked with Netflix and Disney to build the game. We're not just developers reverse engineering, what we think would be a good game. And we have original IP along with it, and really are targeting a Web 2 audience as well. And that's also really important because a lot of gaming is still not really into Web 3. And so we want to have that revenue from Web 2 audiences feeding the company as well. So the game itself is not on chain, which again, we don't have to have the extra step of integrating, but it's also less barrier to entry because you can still play the game with an email address. And then if you want to own your assets and go explore Web3 and the benefits of that, then you still can.
Cra- Crazy, crazy, AJ. You just one of the interviews I did with you, I'm just so amazed at every time I hear these stories, because I'm like, man, AJ just, I know your partner. I'm forgetting his name right now, but the guy that,
Yeah, Julius, right there in the middle. Yep.
yeah, I know Julius kind of came to you and pitched you on this thing, but it's like it takes a team to get something of this magnitude done. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure, brother. And this is the studio out of Thailand. The guy on the right there, his name is Zen. He's a project manager. And then that lady is just the host. But yeah, I mean, we went through a real studio. Again, they work with Disney and Netflix. You can look them up. YGG is what they're called. And yeah, we so Julius, that guy right there, has been a long-term partner in EMP. He did a lot of our graphics, and was involved in EMP from day one. And he reached out to me about 2 years ago now, with this idea, and knowing what I've learned in Web3 gaming, and his unique idea for a very Harry Potter slash Halloween inspired theme. I said, "Hey man, let's do it." So the rest is history.
that's awesome, man. The graphics are fire, man. I mean, these, I know this is, essentially like a GIF or something like right here, but I mean, this is actually, what the graphics in the game are gonna look like. So
Yeah, absolutely. All the cards are animated. So it is what we call a TCG, trading card game. That is the genre. And funny enough, another really cool thing is crypto has a very interesting tie with trading card games. So a lot of people might remember the original Bitcoin exchange called Mt. Gox, MTGOX. Well, Mt. Gox was an acronym for Magic the Gathering Exchange, and it was the original Bitcoin exchange where people were buying and selling these cards for Bitcoin. And so, it's really cool that trading card games have a very deep rooted history in crypto. And so we will be very similar to Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone for any of you that have played that. It's a battling game with different cards, and we incorporate a new mechanism where it's actually a 3D environment, and you can see that down right there in the bottom right, where you can actually battle your opponent as well. So on the left and the right there are the actual characters, and we call that the deadly duel mechanism. So you'll be able to shoot magic at each other for a final kill, just like in Mortal Kombat or some of the other new fighting games. There'll be a fatality or finishing move at the end as well. So
yeah, I've seen so many videos on this stuff, AJ, and every time I watch it, I'm just like, man, this is so cool. I mean, for those of us that are actually invested in Honor versus Madness and then been here since basically day one, like it's been such a treat to, see from just hearing about, the game to then the news of, hey, we hired the studio, and here's the production going on and behind the scenes of the actors and actresses, putting on the sensors and playing out the parts of these people in the games.
absolutely, brother.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then and the music, whether that's people singing or people playing instruments, it's like it's like this is real life Disney stuff, man. It's so cool.
yeah, yeah, brother. We take a lot of pride in that, for sure. And obviously, production at this scale is not cheap. We had a very successful pre-sale. We raised about 700K. All of that has gone into the development of the game, and we are hoping for a beta release, just in a few months by the end of the year. And again, we have real in-game footage, unlike other Web3 games that just have a fancy trailer, we're actually showing the in-game footage and what we have built. So that's also really exciting. And yeah, to your point, it is full, AAA quality production. We have motion capture, which is what you were saying about the actors and actresses in with the little sensors all over their body. We have a full um, in-house audio department that does all custom scores and sound effects. So we're every little detail is captured. And yeah, I mean, we could show we probably have hundreds of hours of video over the last year. We've built the game along with the community, so they've seen it grow. Like you said, Christian, we started from nothing, and now we have a full game over the last year.
Amazing. AJ, what are your goals both game wise and crypto wise for Honor versus Madness?
Yeah, so again, man, I always have lofty goals, but I think so. Two things. Number one, I want Honorverse Madness to really get a stronghold in the Web 2 world. So, obviously being a Web 3 game, that's funny hearing that, but we are working with publishers and distributors right now to get deals to actually have this game available on Steam or Netflix Gaming or any of the big, publishers on Web 2 side. So having that revenue, again, the game itself will actually be free to play, but you'll obviously have to buy cards in the game to compete at higher levels to get the rare and the legendary cards. And if you're just a gamer that doesn't care about Web 3, then it's like any other game that you would have in-game purchases for. However, if you want to take the next step and own your assets, and that's why we're calling the game Play to Own, because you can own your NFTs or cards on Web 3, so that if you were to ever leave the game, or maybe you had a very rare card that you wanted to sell, that is a way to actually either make money or recoup the money that you have without hurting the overall economics of the business. So that is really, really powerful. And we're partners with Immutable. So on the Web 3 side, we'll have uh, all of our assets available on Immutable, which is a gaming focused chain. They're responsible for Gods Unchained, which is another incredibly popular trading card game. So we're covering both sides of the audience, and overall, we're feeding the real revenue back to our GG token, which is our token that we launched, representing ownership of the game and EMP Fusion. So 10% of all the gross revenue goes to EMP as well. So all of this is fed right back into our entire ecosystem.
Which brings me to my next question. What what's the benefit of someone buying GG right now, or someone investing in HVM right now via GG Grim Gold? And what will be some use cases of Grim Gold, in the future after the game launches?
Absolutely, brother. So GG or Grim Gold is our official main token. It is live right now. We did our token generation event about a year ago. Obviously, the momentum in Web 3 gaming has been a little rough. The price action has not been that great. However, right now the market cap of GG is less than what we actually spent on the game. So that shows the undervalued potential of GG. And again, none of this is financial advice. But again, GG is a fixed supply token as well, meaning once you own it, you actually own essentially a part of the game. So revenue will be funneled back into buying and burning GG through a DAO, and then yeah, there'll also be gameplay incentives for GG as well. Eventually, it'll be able to be spent in the game for different items or different assets. But even if you don't want to play the game, owning GG is essentially owning part of the game. So that is really the biggest use case what GG is. And once revenue kicks in, that will automatically help, token value without any new buyers whatsoever. So we're really big on the real yield model and not relying on new users to grow.
So this is similar to Fusion then in the sense that, if you basically just buy Grim Gold, the GG token, that you are essentially going to be at some point. I mean, I guess there's going to have to be like a sacrifice platform or something like that, AJ. But essentially, what you just said was if you're a GG holder, you'll eventually be able to earn um, some money because you're essentially investing in the game.
Yeah, so it's a little bit more obfuscated than that. But yeah, I mean, we again, a better comparison would be maybe Broke No Mo, where again, you hold the token, you don't have to sacrifice it or deposit it. But with the revenue coming in, we buy and burn the token, which will automatically help the price go up over time. Again, the key difference is actually buying and then burning, and that reduces supply and increases the floor price over time. So yeah, it's very much more simple than Fusion, but the whole premise is very similar to where owning GG is having direct exposure to the success of the game.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I mean, wow, that's. I mean, there's a lot of people, by the way, that probably have never heard what AJ and I just talked about, which is, I mean, everybody knows. Okay, we're buying GG token and we're trying to get the lowest cost so we can sell it the highest. Everybody knows that part. I mean, that's pretty much why
Totally.
everyone's into crypto.
Yeah, that's crypto in a nutshell, right? Yeah, totally.
But probably one of the biggest things that they're missing, especially all the people that are going to sell at the cheaper prices, is that hey, if you're not in this for the long run, or you should probably be in this for the long run, based on what AJ just said, like, hey, we're gonna have this, burning mechanism going on, from the revenue from the game and other instruments and mechanics that will eventually burn GG and take out some of the supply that will naturally bring up the price at that point in
Yeah,
time. Well, then you'll be able to sell at what price you want. So
100%.
man, just
Yeah.
so I mean, AJ, you guys are so ahead of the crowd, and excuse me, in everything that you do. And I guess one of my last questions is this: is you guys are really the first or the pioneer, correct me if I'm wrong, of basically like this intertwining of a web 2 and web 3 model. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can say we're the first, but I think that we are one of the first in the way that we approach it. So again, the main thing is that when you hear about Web3 gaming, the big push is to be fully decentralized and where every transaction happens on chain. And like I said, some protocols are amazing at that. Splinterlands, Gods Unchained, they're the OG, the GOAT. But in terms of real world adoption, that is a big barrier to entry because you have to have a wallet, you have to, understand crypto. And so I think that we're one of the first that will be able to successfully bridge that gap. So I know there are some first person shooters. Um, I think it's called, oh man, I'm blanking on the name right now. But they've done a pretty good job at it. Outer Rim, maybe? No, something like that. Anyway, they've done a great job, but we are the only trading card game that I know has tried to attempt this. So yeah, 100%. We are, even though we are a Web3 game, we are Web2 focused, and that I think is what will be a big difference in making the game successful. And it's really cool too, Christian, because it's also an onboarding mechanism into crypto. So if you're a gamer and you've heard of these NFTs, chances are you're skeptical and you don't really like crypto. That's been the overall sentiment for real gamers. However, if we can let them get involved on the Web2 side and show them the value of owning your own assets so that when you do want to leave the game or take a break, you're not out, $100 of what you spent. that I think will be a big light bulb moment for gamers and really show them how powerful crypto and Web3 gaming can be. So I'm really excited for that as well. It's almost a gateway into crypto for sure.
You definitely gotta. This is just an idea I just had while you're talking about it. I don't know if it's on the roadmap for in-game play, but that'd be cool. Like if there was like this, in the game there was this secret building or pathway or something that you obtain, and that gives grants you access to learn like to a crypto course or something like that, where it's like, hey, you achieved whatever level, now like you get access to this crypto, or maybe you even get something in crypto, maybe you're rewarded with GG or something like that. That'd be freaking cool.
I love it, bro. Yeah, absolutely. So we are working on this idea called the Cauldron, and that will be when the game fully releases. A little similar to what you're saying, where you can stack in-game items and then basically put them all into this cauldron, and then you do get an NFT that is on the Web3 side. So yeah, again, I like where your head's at, and yeah, we'll do a lot of cool things, whether it's tournaments or even, esports. A lot of these card games get really popular in esport arenas and streamers. And our game again is very visual. We can, put some links to some of the in-game footage, but no other card game looks as entertaining as ours does when being streamed. So I think we're gonna get a lot of attraction and attention from Twitch and a lot of these other streamers because usually card games are a little boring, and ours, is fully immersive. So I'm excited for that as well.
One last question.
Yeah,
What, and I got some of the graphics and the trailer in the background here.
awesome. Yes, perfect.
Where where do you believe this game's getting going to be released? Like what engine, what system, what outlet? Uh,
Yeah,
and I know you probably don't, maybe not know the answer, but what are you hoping for?
yeah, absolutely. So as of right now, we have what we call a vertical slice. And so with a vertical slice, we're able to now go to different publishers. And the game 100% will be available through Immutable. Right now, that's our partner already on the Web3 side. But in terms of Web2, we're hoping for a major platform like Steam or Netflix gaming. So the studio we work with already has connections in those outlets. And then obviously as well, you'll be able to download the right from the website and run it on your own too. So right now it should be compatible with um, PC and Mac, all desktop based. But we are building the game with future mobile in mind. So down the road we could definitely implement a mobile version as well. But for now, it'll be PC. Yeah, and consoles is a whole 'nother, realm, so, I don't think it'll be coming to Xbox or PlayStation for a while, but, mobile for sure, so
Awesome, man. AJ, you guys are doing amazing stuff. If you haven't seen any of my other interviews with AJ, like this guy is always working. Like he's he works like probably, I don't know, 14-hour days if not longer. Plus he has a family, he has kids, he has Fusion, he has HVM, he has DexFi, he's in meetings all day. Like you're I don't know how you do it, AJ. I really don't.
thanks, brother. Yeah, man, I live on coffee, yeah, and good vibes, so, yeah, bro, always, grinding and, yeah, I mean, when you're passionate about crypto, it makes it easier, man. I love, what crypto represents. Finally, we're seeing, the adoption that we all knew would happen, at least I did, and it is a better financial system, and ultimately, especially with gaming, gives you a lot more power than, the big corporations, that are just, living off your hard-earned money. Now owning your assets, you have a lot more flexibility, so, I'm excited for all that, man.
100%. All right, AJ, thank you for your time. And, I'll see you on the next video.
All right, cheers.